Listen up. If you're setting up your business and you're thinking about using a virtual office address, I'm going to need you to stop and watch this whole entire video first because choosing the wrong address can cost you funding, partnerships, and credibility with banks and lenders. Now, if you're not familiar, a virtual office address is when you pay for the rights to use the mailing address of a physical location. It's not a P.O. box, but it's also not necessarily a place where you're going to operate daily. The reason business owners tend to go this route is very simple. They want their business to look professional without committing to a full office lease. But if you don't do this right, it can backfire in a major way. I'm going to break down the top reasons entrepreneurs choose virtual offices and, more importantly, the four major pitfalls you need to avoid so your business is structured properly and actually fundable. Why business owners use virtual office addressing legitimacy in the eyes of banks and lenders. If you're serious about getting business credit and funding, the way your business is set up matters. Banks and business credit bureaus, vendors, and suppliers look at your address to determine if you're a real business or just another amateur operation. A solid virtual office address can help position you as a legitimate business without locking you into an expensive lease. Next, privacy and asset protection. The last thing you want is for your personal address to be tied to your business. If your LLC is registered at your home, anyone could look it up and it puts your privacy at risk, whether it's customers, competitors, or just weird people online. Keeping your business and personal life separate is a smart move. Better approval odds for business credit and funding because some banks and lenders will not fund businesses that use P.O. boxes or flagged addresses. A strong, well vetted virtual office address can help ensure your business meets the right criteria for funding. But not all virtual offices are created equal, and if you choose the wrong one, it could actually hurt your chances of getting business credit. So, here are the four biggest mistakes you're going to want to avoid. Mistake number one, using a CMRA address. CMRA stands for Commercial Mail Receiving Agency. It's basically a fancy way of saying your address is just a mail drop. If your address has PMB 101 instead of Suite 101, you're already at a disadvantage. Banks, lenders, and even federal agencies treat a PMB just like a P.O. box, and that's a red flag when applying for credit. Some virtual office providers try to PMBs as suites, but lenders know the difference. They're gonna be looking this up. Always ensure your business address is listed with a suite number instead of a PMB. If you're unsure, ask the provider directly before you commit. Mistake number three is using a registered agent's address as your business address. This is a huge mistake I see all the time. A registered agent is only meant to receive legal documents for your business. They are not meant to be your business address. The problem, if the registered agent services multiple businesses using the same address, one of those businesses gets flagged for fraud, your business gets tied to that mess. I had a client who ran into this exact issue. The registered agent's address was tied to a white collar crime. When lenders and suppliers looked up their business, all they saw was the bad media and flag reports. They were instantly denied for funding, even though they had nothing to do with the case. The solution, do not use your registered agent's address for your business. If you already have, you're going to want to change that immediately. Mistake number four, choosing an address that's not approved for your industry. Some industries require physical locations to operate. If you're in industries like auto dealerships, medical services, or businesses that require licensing, using a virtual office address can get your application instantly denied. Had a client of mine who was in the auto industry, kept getting rejected for funding. Every letter they received from banks mentioned the same issue. Their address wasn't verifiable. If your business falls into one of these categories, you may need physical commercial location instead of a virtual one. Make sure your address matches the business requirements for your industry and state. Now, the right way to set up your business address Now that you know what not to do, here's how to set it up the right way. Use a real commercial address. Choose a virtual office provider that offers actual office space you can walk into if you can't physically visit the location. That's a red flag. Next, verify the address type. Use tools like USPS lookup or Google to check if the address is flagged as a CMRA or a P. And next, you're going to get an address that allows meeting space. Banks and vendors want to see that your business has an actual presence. Many virtual offices allow you to rent conference rooms when needed. This is a good sign that the location is legitimate. Make sure your address aligns with the business type. Some businesses need specific zoning or physical space. Don't risk getting denied because your address doesn't match your industry requirements. Your business address plays a huge role in getting approved for business credit, funding, and potential partnerships. Picking the wrong one could delay your growth, get you denied for funding, and even tie you to legal issues you had nothing to do with. If you're setting up your LLC and want to make sure you're fundable from day one, let's get it done the right way. Go ahead and DM me the word fun on Instagram. I'll have the link in the description and I'll help you structure your business properly so you can secure the capital you need to grow. And until next time, thank you for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe and follow more videos like this for any tips related to getting your business funded.